Hello and welcome to I-24 News. I'm Jonathan Regev with the latest headlines, and we begin with breaking news out of Bahrain, who just announced it is cutting diplomatic relations with Iran. This move coming just a day after Saudi Arabia made the same announcement. All Iranian diplomats were told to leave the tiny Gulf state within 48 hours. This according to the state's news agency. Bahrain is located between Saudi Arabia and Iran and is a mostly Shia country, but with a Sunni royal family backed by the Saudis. Bahrain is not the only country to join the Saudi Arabia, as in the last few minutes, the president of Sudan also confirms the expulsion of the Iranian ambassador. And on this issue, we're now joined on the phone by Iranian politics expert Meir Javandafar. Meir, this is no longer an indirect conflict as it was so far in places like Lebanon, Syria, or Yemen. This is now a direct confrontation between these two Persian Gulf countries, and we're seeing it also takes on basically the entire Arab world.
Well, this is a direct diplomatic confrontation. It's not a direct military confrontation. The war between Iran and Saudi Arabia is still very much a proxy war. But yes, now it seems that the Saudis are taking their gloves off, metaphorically speaking, of course, and they are showing to the Iranians that basically, they are now willing to take extra steps. What's important to note is this is happening during the government of Rouhani. This did not even happen during the government of Ahmadinejad, who was infinitely more confrontational. And I think it shows how, especially on the Iranian side, the hardliners are the ones who are ruling the roost, and they are the ones, directing events, and takeover of the Saudi embassy in Tehran was permitted by them, and this is the consequence.
You said this is a diplomatic confrontation. Is it still a diplomatic confrontation, or is it something that can progress, and who knows where it can get?
I don't know. Iran and Saudi Arabia don't want a direct war. Not even during the Iran-Iraq war. On some instances, I think two Iranian Phantom F-4s after I think they entered Saudi airspace and the Saudis shut them down, and the Iranians still were not interested in a direct war. Neither country wants a direct war, but the proxy war is going to get worse between them, far worse.
Meir Javandafar, expert on Iranian politics, thank you very much for joining us.